And now, the best 60-ish seconds of your week. The dog days of summer are upon us, and as they would say in Philadelphia, PA, most folks are either down the shore or up the mountains. But in the meantime, the Olympics, a year delayed, ended over the past weekend, and the United States of America again did exceptionally well, capturing 113 total medals, including 39 gold, one more than China, but a distinct advantage in overall medals. And there were some great success stories for the Americans, but most notably, there was one that I'd like to focus on for a second. Tamyra Mensah-Stock, a name I think you'll be hearing a lot more of. The first black woman to win a gold in Olympic wrestling. Not only a great American who said from the platform and in every single interview she did how proud she was to be a member of the American team because she said America is the greatest nation in the world. She's right about that. But she went even further. She firmly and completely put on display her Christian faith and her love of family. She lost her father in a tragic accident a number of years ago, was raised by her mother, and she took the prize money from her gold medal and gave it to her mother to buy a food truck, which had been her lifelong dream. She exemplifies not only the Olympic spirit, but the American spirit. A truly great patriot. Tamyra Mensah-Stock. You'll be hearing a lot more about her. And in my home state of Pennsylvania, Governor Tom Wolf, who sometimes thinks he's a king, has more problems yet. After announcing a new vaccine mandate for state employees, he heard from the corrections officers who said they deserve better, complaining about all that had been done to them and against them throughout the pandemic by the Wolf administration. They're right, they do deserve better. And Josh Shapiro, the Attorney General of Pennsylvania, found himself sued by two district attorneys, one from Pittsburgh, one from Philadelphia. Even Larry Krasner gets this, that the opioid crisis settlement agreement that Josh Shapiro entered into is not a good deal for Pennsylvanians. We're going to be talking a lot about the opioid crisis, which afflicts Pennsylvania in very significant ways, particularly our rural population. So stay tuned. There's more to come on that, but note that both the District Attorney of Philadelphia and Pittsburgh have sued the Attorney General, Josh Shapiro, in Pennsylvania. A lot more to come on that one. Late this week, the census data finally came in, and now the legislature and the commission can begin to do the important work of reapportionment in Pennsylvania. Once again, Pennsylvania loses a congressional seat. So does California for the first time, while other states pick them up. You know, folks vote with their feet. And unfortunately for my home state, too many of our young people are deciding to go to Arizona or Texas or Florida or South Carolina instead of remaining in the Keystone State. And as a result, we've lost members of Congress in every census as long as I can remember. In fact, our congressional delegation has been cut in half. Think about that. 19 congressional seats lost over the last century in the beautiful Keystone State. Few states have 19 members of Congress, much less losing that many. It's what happens when you don't promote the opportunities that attract people, attract businesses, and make states great places in which to live, work, raise families, build companies and futures, and create hope, growth, opportunity, and prosperity. And finally, yesterday was the 40th anniversary of Ronald Reagan's first tax cut, signed on the porch of his beloved ranch on that little table at which I've sat a couple of times. It really meant so much to America because it was the first time in 50 years or more when something so dramatic had been done to our economy. And look what happened. Just like John F. Kennedy's tax cuts 20 years previous to that, it spurred economic growth unparalleled at that point in history. Tax cuts work. We're going to be talking a lot more about that. But it's worth remembering that 40 years ago yesterday, Ronald Reagan passed the dramatic first tax cut of his administration. And for now, that is the best 60-ish seconds of your week.